all that which sizzles to those who fizzle on the big screen. The Retake is your dose of cinema unadulterated.
Nokia presents The Retake, powered by Lifestyle Fine Jewelry.
Hello and welcome to each and everyone to this brand new episode of Nokia Presents The Retake, powered by Lifestyle Fine Jewelry, with me, Rohan and Mala. You know, it's been a very special week for all the Amitabh Bachchan fans because his film Bhootnath Returns has released, and this is our movie of the week. Take a look.
अच्छा, तो आप हैं भूतनाथ।
हंस रहा है सर सब लोग मुझे।
Bhootnath Returns is the story of Bhootnath, played by Amitabh, who's humiliated in the Bhootland for not being able to scare away the kids. The film tracks his journey on Earth and how, instead of scaring away the kids, he finds a new kiddie friend, Akrot. He then goes on to rescue his friend Akrot and India, of course. The film is directed by Nitesh Tiwari and stars Amitabh Bachchan, Boman Irani and National Award-winning Marathi actress Usha Jadhav and Chota Packet Bada Dhamaka in the form of Parth Bhalera, who is best known for his Marathi film Khalti Doge Varti Pai, which was screened at the Cannes Film Festival in 2013. So with the ongoing heat of elections in India, did Bhootnath Return get a green signal from cinegoers? Did the young actor Parth outshine Senior Bachchan in this film? Our movie review expert Sabir Simon gets you all the answers. Let's have a look.
भाव आपके खिलाफ भूत ने पर्चा भरा है।
Bhootnath Returns is yet another treat for all us Amitabh Bachchan fans. In Bhootnath Returns, we yet again have the very friendly and lovable ghost of Bollywood called Bhootnath, who this time is sent from the very Hollywood Harry Potter-inspired Bhoot world back to Earth in order to scare a bunch of kids. Why? Because poor Bhootnath has been ridiculed in Bhoot world for not being able to do so in the prequel. However, this time, while doing this mission, he befriends a boy called Akrot, and then he has all these wild adventures with him, which eventually leads him into contesting for an election with Akrot's support. The main plot of this film is the whole aspect of ensuring that you have a voter's ID and you cast in your vote. I believe this whole aspect, which has been brought about beautifully in this movie and is really very, very impactful. The plot of the film actually begins with the whole interaction of Bhootnath with Akrot. You have these comedy elements at the start of the film. However, as the movie progresses, it gets a bit more serious and the comedy in the film begins to diminish. The movie focuses on very hard-hitting aspects, be it either the scarcity of clean drinking water or the cleanliness or even corruption in politics. I believe all this has been brought about pretty intelligently in the movie because it is very challenging in order to make these aspects entertaining, and this film does succeed to some extent in doing so. One aspect that I really didn't enjoy in the movie was the fact of the initial plots of the film usually getting dissolved or getting lost as the movie progresses. For example, the first mission of Bhootnath was in order to scare a bunch of 10 kids, but he managed to scare just 5, and then suddenly the whole plot then begins on meeting up with Akrot and scaring away certain ghosts from buildings, which again then gets dissolved into him going ahead and fighting an election. So I believe that the plots in the movie were left incomplete as it progresses, but on the whole, it is an entertainer. When it comes to casting of the film, I don't think there can be anything negative that can be said about a legend like Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. His comic timing, his dialogue delivery, I don't think there can be anyone else in the film industry who could have done such a brilliant job like he has in Bhootnath Returns. Boman Irani, for that matter, being the fine actor that he is, has once again given a very, very impactful performance. Boman Irani plays the role of this goon Neta who has this corrupt background and who is contesting against Ms. Amitabh Bachchan in the movie and has performed it to the T. Usha Jadhav, being the National Award-winning actress that she is for a Marathi movie called Dhag, unfortunately in Bhootnath Returns didn't have much scope in order to showcase her talent. Whatever few scenes that she did have were definitely very impactful. Parth, for that matter, at such a young age to share screen space with a legend like Amitabh Bachchan or even with such established actors like Usha Jadhav and Boman Irani, I believe it's really very commendable. The kid not only has perfect comic timing, but also has delivered some amazing emotional scenes, especially the chemistry that he has with his mother, that can get for sure anyone teary. Talking about the music in the film, I believe it gels perfectly with the movie. However, there are just 2 songs that actually stand out. One, Party To Banti Hai, and second, Party With The Bhootnath. When you have a legend like Mr. Amitabh shaking a leg on screen, you definitely would enjoy both these songs because they both are foot tapping and would not only be enjoyed by your kids, but adults too would love to shake a leg with the Bachchan. So when it comes to rating Bhootnath Returns, I believe the first part would be loved by children because it has its own very comic elements. The second part would definitely be loved by adults because it has a very impactful message and also touches on very key issues that are being currently faced by the country. So, for the impeccable acting and for the sheer brilliance of a legend like Amitabh Bachchan, I would rate Bhootnath Returns 8 on 10.
So we are right now with the lovely team of Al Khurair Rehan by Rotana, and with me I have Chef Samir, and we have Diana, and we have Sumit on our show. And we're going to quickly ask him interesting questions on Bollywood and this lovely hotel. So to begin with, I'd like to know, tell us something about the history of this hotel, Al Khurair Rehan by Rotana.
Al Khurair Rehan and Arjan by Rotana. We opened on the very wonderful date, 12/12/12. We started with 3 colleagues onboarding in May 2011, and by the opening we had batched into 460 colleagues. We started with a dull interior, and we ended up with a magnificent look for the hotel.
It's a lovely hotel, and especially when you talk about hotel, of course, the next thing that comes to your mind is lovely food. So my question to Chef Samir would be that when it comes to food, what are the different cuisines that people can experience in this hotel?
Okay, at Al Khurair Rehan and Arjan, we have a multitude of cuisines available at the doorstep. We have a large restaurant by the name of Levon, where we have focusing on multi-cuisine. So there's Japanese, there's Chinese, Indian, of course, local cuisine, Arabic or Lebanese or Iranian cuisine. There's live stations there, sushi counters, fresh bread coming out of the oven. A lot of exciting times in the restaurant. Along with that, we have a shisha terrace or a lounge, as we call it, which overlooks the city. So it's again a very beautiful place to be in the evenings. Coming to Shayan, we have an Iranian restaurant, Shayan, which serves predominantly Persian food. We believe in the hotel that it is the number one place to be for this kind of cuisine. We have a great team there supporting us cooking and serving quality food.
Sounds exciting. I'm already hungry listening to Chef Samir, and I'm sure I'm going to try a lot of that as well.
You must, yes.
And name a few celebrities which have stayed in this hotel, and what has been their experience when it comes to staying here?
Well, this hotel has been popular right from the second month of opening. We were fortunate enough to host Celebrity Cricket League for 2013 here, and we have had Mr. Salman Khan staying with us with his brother Suhail. Then we had Nargis Fakhri staying with us, Mr. Sunil Shetty, Ms. Shruti Hassan, and it was really popular among them. That's how they actually stayed with us again in September when we hosted the SIMA Awards with us. And most of these celebrities, along with a lot of South Indian celebrities who stayed with us that time, and all of them did love the property. As you can see, the property is amazing.
So our next question is for Diana, and let's ask her about Bollywood. Since we are a Bollywood show, we'd like to know from you, who are your favorite stars when it comes to cinema?
When it comes to cinema, of course, I blush when I talk about Salman Khan. He's my favorite hero. He's the hero of yesterday's generation, today, and of course for tomorrow. Every generation from the age of 16 to 60 admires him. I can never stop talking about him. He's my favorite hero.
So as we know, Dubai is a land of exotic hotels where we have so many of masterpieces over here. So when we talk about this property, what sets this hotel apart from the others that we have?
As you said, yes, Dubai is a host to a couple of great hotels in the world. And believe you me, Al Khurair Rehan and Arjan are two properties which have been definitely a jewels which have come up in Dubai, in Dera as a district. We are definitely the largest rooms in and around. We are right next to a metro station. We have fantastic malls with a very huge recreation area for kids. So we offer a bouquet of facilities for every sector of people traveling to Dubai. Be it for family, we have fantastic self-service apartments. We have for corporates and for transient customers, we have fantastic room options from rooms to suites. So it is one of the best hotels in and around, along with the apartments that we have in Arjun.
So next time when you plan your luxurious holiday, you know where to come. It's this place. So on this note, I would like to thank all of you all for coming on the Retake today. Thank you so much for your time, and it was lovely speaking to you. Thank you.
Nokia presents The Retake, powered by Lifestyle Fine Jewelry.